teachers be armed in case of an emergency? It's a question many are asking tonight. Good evening and thanks for watching News Channel 9 at 5:30. I'm Kim Chapman.
And I'm Latricia Thomas. The National Rifle Association outlined a list of recommendations today aimed at school safety, which could mean arming your child's principal or PE teacher. News Channel 9's Alyssa Spirato has the details and has more on why some say arming teachers may not be the answer.
I don't have that training, and I don't know that someone that hasn't been through that type of training is ready to serve that role.
Principal of RedBank High School, Justin Robertson, always knows he has to put safety first when it comes to protecting his students, which is why he's had an SRO for years. But asking him to hold or carry a concealed weapon if he wants to is a different story.
I support armed police officers. I don't think that you need to draw a fine line, I guess, in what you mean by personnel. What I'm talking about is an armed, trained police officer. So personnel is a term that I wouldn't say that I necessarily agree with.
The National Rifle Association Task Force outlined a number of recommendations. One of them, a training program on firearms for school staff members. That's if they want it.
It's 40 to 50 hours. 40 to 60 hours of comprehensive training for the school resource officers. That covers everything from weapons retention to coordination with local law enforcement.
But Robertson says that amount of time isn't enough to prepare in case disaster strikes.
Police officers, they go through years of training and they're exposed to incidents and all the time are going through professional development that help them deal with these situations, which I'm not going through that. 40 to 60 hours isn't anywhere near enough.
Couple that with online assessments and more extensive training for current SROs, it could come with a hefty price tag, which if it's not done right could put a big dent in the system's budget.
I think this is something that as a community we've got to figure out. If it's important to us, how are we going to fund it?
Robertson says at the end of the day it all comes down to training, but he says he will still never be comfortable with some people carrying armed guns.